Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, what we have for you today here is an unboxing and review of the Desert Gold Baja Battalion. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Baja Battalion has some rigid decals on it. These are, I'm not sure whether they're licensed. Rigid Industries makes some pretty epic LED lighting based in the USA. So you can see on the cover art, it's a pretty chunky boy. It's massive rectangles everywhere. And you may have noticed that the axles are broken. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not a broken axle. That is a feature. We'll get to that in a moment. This is the 2023 Super Rigs model, and on the back of the box you'll see the other Super Rig models: Baja Battalion, Scenic Route with a boat, Drive-In Wild, Carnival Steamer, universally hated model, Steel Power, just normal flatbed, and Wingstorm. So this feature, it says you can see the cockpit rocking around, right? So that's it for the packaging. Why is the cockpit rattling around? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. So how do you unbox one of these if you want to keep the packaging? Well, first of all, you want to start at this corner. What we're going to do is we're going to leave the top edge here sealed, and then we're going to open this corner down to the middle here. There is no glue down the middle. We're going to take it down here again as well. So I'm going to just gently thumb on this, gently, just to reveal the bottom until you can get sort of levered in with your penknife. So just like that, you're going to get that much. Okay, around that much, around there, maybe 1 or 2 centimeters. Then what you want to do, get your penknife, slide it in so that it appears inside of the packaging like that. Then you want to push down just like that, gently. I like seesawing it down. Different people have different methods. That's up to you. Then you want to just gently seesaw it down. That's how I do it, at least. You can have your own method. Sometimes you might leave creases here if you're not careful. I wasn't careful. You gotta put some pressure on it. As down we go. Also, sharp ones are preferred. This is really blunt. It's a struggle, but yeah, you want to get this all the way down here, and you want to repeat that for the other side. You're going to have to watch me struggle. Make sure you don't damage the truck. Alright, so now, not the cleanest opening, but it can be restored with glue. Yeah, so you can keep the card art. There's that corner out. Let's see. We can't get the truck out yet, so we're going to have to do it for the other side. I'm going to start from the center here. You can start from here, or you can start from here, doesn't really matter. So I'm going to just give it a little bit of thumb. Slide my penknife right inside there. This is blunt. It's making things very hard. Also, be careful with penknives. And generally don't cut towards yourself, but I don't like this penknife, but it's the only one I got. Yeah, you have to angle up. Yeah, that was way too aggressive, but I got it open. And car's not damaged. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. So, look at that suspension. Unfortunately, the car that it comes with does not have any suspension of any sort, which is a letdown. But we'll remedy that in a moment. This, ladies and gentlemen, is probably one of the most amazing gimmicks I've seen on a super rig, because the articulating cab like this has only ever appeared on the Dodge Power Wagon, the premium model, and also a model from the 1990s to the 2000s called XS-IVE. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. XS-IVE. We'll unbox this in a moment. This axle articulation allows you to get the truck over obstacles like this. There's a top view, so you can see as I roll over the tire, the whole front of the truck tips up, pops down. The back of the truck does the same, but obviously this is me just playing with it. I have to give it a go. So, if you look at it from ground level, here, it gives you about 30 degrees of tilt in one direction, 30 degrees of tilt in another. And now we're going to talk about the suspension. The suspension here is not suspended. The suspension here is basically just loose axles, but they work in such a way that they allow you to get some amount of travel. Even the Dodge Power Wagon doesn't have this feature. This does not only have an articulating cab, it also has floppy axles. Let me demonstrate this to you. As you can see, it looks like the axles are broken. They are not, because this is a sign of the articulating axles actually coming into play. They are not mounted like regular Hot Wheels axles. They are not solid mounted like these axles that you see here. They are what I call floppy axles. These floppy axles, as you can see, they give it an illusion of suspension, which is fantastic. Not even the premium Dodge Power Wagon has this function. However, the premium Jeep does have this function, but for something that you can get for equivalent of MYR 50, roughly 50 or 60 ringgit, this is amazing. Just look at that axle drop. That is amazing. As I crawl it over the edge of my laptop, it comes back up again. And did you look at how much this thing flexes? Yes, it does look like it's breaking in half when you look at it from the rear angle. But man, it is so satisfying to play with. This just triggers the little kid in me. And if you pick up a phone, right, and you shine those lights, you shine the phone light into the cabin, you'll be able to see. I'll try with the light bulb on the ceiling. Yeah, this is a full-length review. I haven't done that in a while, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, no, you can't see anything with the light bulb in the ceiling. I'll grab the torch in a moment. But it does have a pretty detailed interior. But now, we'll focus on the exterior. Many spotlights on the front because Rigid Industries Lighting. They do spotlights, they do light bars, they do similar items. So we also get these beautiful jerry cans on the top, and I don't know, is that a freshwater tank? I would imagine that this truck with what appears to be 6 spark plugs, so I'll assume maybe a straight 6, and I don't know why a straight 6 would need 4 exhausts, but still. I don't know, it might be a straight 6, it might be just a straight 4, that's pretty big. But you can see that the design is asymmetrical, and it has a massive, I don't know, is this an airbox on this side? And it has also a different side decor on this side, because you can see that this side of the trailer has a jack on it. This is a high lift jack, and if you turn to the other side of the trailer, you'll see a shovel. So these are more jerry cans for more fuel. I believe that this is what we call a Formula off-road racer. These are also rigid livery, and some say they drink methanol some say they drink methanol instead of petrol, so I'll imagine the jerry cans on the back there are for this neat little Formula off-road racer. Nothing too special to speak of. It has a Hot Wheels logo molded right in the back there. Massive differentials. Wheels painted red. Open interior. Standard Formula off-road fare. Copyright-free Jeep front maybe, that looks like it's smiling. Massive differential on the front. It also fits pretty neatly right here. You can see here there's little ridges for aluminum plating or something. There's little ridges that can help you hold the car in. When you put it in like that, it has to get up to an angle before it falls out. Yeah, that's reasonable for going off-roading. Yeah. So actually, let me just get a torch going here, because alright, get the torch going. If you shine the torch right here, you'll actually be able to see the interior. So look at that. That is, excuse me, that is at the back of the trailer what looks like a sofa, a kitchenette maybe, and on the other side I believe these are mattresses. This is, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful design. They've really thought about everything. This is a little living space. It's right here at the front, because when we go around, you can see I've been researching this, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, this is the living space, and moving on, you shine a light through the top. This is a pretty neat design. They really thought of this. So you can also see the front, although there's less things to see in the front. It's just 2 seats at the back, 2 seats at the front. I don't think you can see them clearly on camera, and the driver's seat on the other side. That, ladies and gentlemen, is design. So now there's a ridiculous amount of thought that's been put into this, and I appreciate that. I really do. These super rigs, although not many people collect them, they are pretty rare here in Malaysia. So it is an honor actually to be able to own two of them, because just look at them. Look at that. Look at that axle articulation. Don't ask me why I'm nerding over axle articulation, but I nerd over axle articulation. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to nerd over axle articulation and body articulation as well. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I did say that I would also be unboxing excessive, two of them. So let's get my monopod steady. We'll do this one first. You can see that this is the 2009 Hot Wheels Special Features model. The pivoting chassis, it says 10 out of 10 collection number. So it's got black rims, it's got some scribbly decals. I think, I don't know whether that's damage or there's a graffiti. There we go. A bit of grime from the age. Let's crack it open. I'm going to use the same approach. Gently give it a bit of thumb. Won't work. Never mind. Just going to push it straight in. Hopefully I don't get a Same breaking the car moment. Yeah, Same breaking the car. Never mind. This is a dangerous method because you may hurt the car. So I'm just going to go with my regular method. Just score the front of the car like this, because these things are also pretty rare. Make sure you don't break the car. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Butterfingers. This, ladies and gentlemen, is being recorded live. There will be no edits. Just ASMR if the camera even picks this up. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This gimmick, ladies and gentlemen, is not young. This gimmick is pretty old, but it is still pretty impressive nonetheless. Look at this beast. It's got 4 rivets. This is the 2000 model, Malaysia made. Hot Wheels Excessive 842 code. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look at that articulation. This is closer to 45 degrees, I guess. Look at them. Look at that. It's a little bit jittery, probably because the surfaces that meet here, they aren't the smoothest surfaces. You can see that the separation is like not there. They're just rubbing against each other. You can't actually see, yes, there you are, you can't actually see there's anything separating them. They're just rubbing, which is not ideal when you have something like this. They actually optimized the design in here, because you can see that there's actually a, excuse me, I'll move this out of the way. You can see that there's actually a good amount of space, so that the articulation, so that the articulating sections can like articulate with each other and they would rub. so you can still swing this back and forth. So I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to compare their swing angles. So this is a swing angle. This is not going to be an exact science, ladies and gentlemen. So here is a swing angle with versus the floppy axles, but the floppy axles do give extra versatility versus excessive with no floppy axles. None of the models have floppy axles. It is closer to 45 degrees and is much more aggressive tilt. Let's see. It off-roads. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite have the reach because of its smaller size compared to the bigger unit of the Baja Battalion or the BB. So it does struggle a bit on the bigger angles, but you can see that it's not actually touching the floor. Now it is, it wasn't previously. It's actually touching it. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. It's actually touching the floor. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it's actually touching the floor. The articulation is fantastic. You can get a tire up on my laptop, which is maybe around 1.5 centimeters up on the table, and the two rear tires are touching the floor. This is ridiculous articulation, ladies and gentlemen. Just take a look at it from the top-down view. The cockpit is bent, it's crooked. It's insane. Look at that. And also, this is doing the same. The Rigid Industries BB is doing the same. It's just that you don't really notice it because of the articulating axles at the back, as well as this part of the body tilting as well. But we are at full tilt, and I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but we are still touching the ground just a little bit. Just a little bit. So there is one thing you can do with the BB, and that is detach the trailer. I'm going to try to do that now. So you can actually grab here, put your fingers over here on this ridged area, put your thumb here, and then put your other finger, your gripping finger over here. And then you want to pull gently. You do not want to grab the wheels here. Don't grab the wheels and pull like this. That's wrong. Grab the body on the top here, and then grab the trailer with a firm grip as well. Do not pull it like this. Pull upwards like this. Upwards this way. Let me show you. This may take a while because they are really stiff. Be careful when you're separating them. They are really stiff. Yeah, oh my goodness. That took a lot more effort than I expected. They are really stiff. But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. This is the BB. You can see the articulating axles more clearly when I've stopped it from moving. Look at that axle travel. Rest, tilted one way, rest, tilted the other way, rest. Wow. Just amazing. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you ask me, right, Hacho, why do you not collect GTRs? Why do you not collect Japanese cars? Why do you not collect that kind of stuff that's popular with people nowadays? Yes, I do. I do collect them. I do like them. But I'm a kid at my heart. No. And stuff like this, gimmick like this is one of the main reasons why I'm here for Hot Wheels. Because, yeah, you can have scale models of, say, a Shelby Cobra, but for me, I'm not saying this is superior to a scale model of a Shelby Cobra. I'm saying this is what I'm here for. This chungus here, this is what I'm here for. This chungus right here, this is a fatback Shelby Cobra. It's a little bit beat up because I bought it secondhand out of a box Look, he's got a little sad one eye look going to it. He's really depressed. Look at the poor sad face. Oh, you poor thing. You deserve a pat on the head. Alright. Look at that chungus on the rear end. Let me just compare it to the mountain mauler real quick. Look at that chungus difference. Look at the length difference. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there is a space for everything. Yes, I do appreciate the GTRs, I do appreciate the Hondas, but this is what I'm here for. This is really what I'm here for. Stuff like this. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. So, we're going to unbox this. This is a code car. This is from, I don't know where this is from. This says 2001 on the card. Get the code by peeling sticker on front. Go online, enter your secret code, race and win. Yeah, you can pause to read that. I'm not going to peel the sticker off. I just want to get the car. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is as old as I am. Get the math. This is as old as I am. Think about it. And I'm going to crack it open. Do I regret it? A little bit. Really deserves to be preserved nowadays, especially as this particular variation, in Malaysia at least, is actually pretty rare. However, I'm a guy who likes appreciating my stuff when it's out of the packaging. So I will take care of it for sure, but I will also remove it from its packaging like that, as neat as possible. I don't want to mess anything up. Lol, I didn't actually cut anything. Nope. One more time. Alright, this is going off camera. Oh, that's tight. Please. I just released a 20-year-old bug that was caught in the packaging. I don't think you saw it on camera because I'm just struggling with this. But yeah, I just released a 20-year-old bug stuck in the packaging. I really need a sharper penknife. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Says peel and win. I'm not going to peel it. This is a piece of history, ladies and gentlemen. This right here, missile range, excessive. Ooh, there's no decal on this side. That's actually a factory feature. This is known to just come out with no decals on one side. Yeah, that's just this variation. You can actually see the rivet. This is the rivet that holds the front and the back together. You can see it as I tilt it to this side. Let's zoom in. Yeah, you can see that massive rivet or screw thing that is holding the front and back together. That's rotating as I rotate. Not sure whether you can see that on camera. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, look at that rotation motion. Might be a screw, might be a rivet, I have no idea. But that's what holds this thing together, front to the back. Look at that detail on the back. So it's turbine powered apparently. I do not know. The wiki says it's turbine powered. And the rear lights. This is obviously a concept car. Oh, it's a little bit stiffer. It's a little bit stiffer than the other excessive. Probably done to different tensions. You can feel the click. It's just fighting me when I try to bend it. It's not as enthusiastic as the other one. So here, let's get both of you together in one shot. Look at that, just beautiful. Let me get this to eye level so you can appreciate these things. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Maybe breakdancing. This one does not hold up on its own because it is extremely cab heavy to compensate for the heavy trailer. The center of gravity for this thing is somewhere here. Yeah, all this is die cast. All this on the front. So it can articulate, but it won't stay there. You just fall back down again. Look at that. Look at that. So, I'm sure you're going to be wondering, does the excessive fit on the Baja Battalion? Let's find out. So, this is the blue excessive. I'm going to fit it onto the red Baja Battalion, the red BB. It does not fit because the BB is a little bit too narrow. So as you put it in, the wheels are actually scraping because I'll show you what's going on. Look at that. It's not actually touching the bottom of the cabin of the truck, whatever. It's not actually touching. Oh well. Disappointed. Doesn't fit in the trailer of the Gold model. No, so it's not a production process either. This is just way too tight. Yeah, you can see it's just you can see it's just not, it doesn't want to sit down. Don't know if you can see that on camera of all the shadows, but it doesn't want to sit down. The wheels are getting stuck there because it's such a thick boy. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Axle articulation. Beautiful. Look at that, trying to climb down. Look at that droop. Just look at that. Beautiful. Alright. Don't forget to like and subscribe.